Brought to you by George Dickel Tennessee Whiskey and Real Syrups. So let me tell you a little bit about what we got going on here. We launched this competition, I believe, at the end of June, and we started with 50 bartenders from across the Southeast. We had bartenders representing 4 different states: Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina. We had bartenders representing all over the Southeast coming together to make their best George Dickel and Real Syrups cocktail. And now we're down to 2. And thank God they're both from Atlanta. As they put their, they get all their tools together, get their tools out, I'll tell you a little bit about the format for this. First off, give it up for our finalists. We have Jeff Banks, representing Brush Sushi Izakaya, Decatur, and bartenders. They never go where they're told. And Hannah Leonard over here, representing Grain, which is about 200 yards that way. So if you want a good cocktail, you know where to go. 200 yards that way. Grain Bar. West Beach Street now. So, these guys started with our 4 heats. We got down to 5 competitors. Yes, that might not make sense, but we had an overall second place. Yesterday, they had to batch from the VIP tent and serve for about 2 hours. Serve everybody over there. We had a fan favorite, and we had these 2 come out on top. Today, they have no idea what they have to work with. So what we did is we did a little shopping, and as you guys can see up here, we've got everything from different herbs, spices, fruits, produce, vegetables, salts, all different types of modifiers for them. And we had the always talented Nick Leahy, the owner and chef of Salt Yard, who is one of our judges, produce a dish for them that they have to pair a cocktail with. So Nick, why don't you come on up here? We're going to get them to try this dish, and we're going to let him tell you about what he made for it. Anna, you get to eat meat. Yes, we have a vegan, and I get to make her eat meat. I love it. Very proud. Nick, tell them about what you made.
At least it's not live eel. I've been lying to them and telling them they had to do it with live eel for like 3 days, but yeah. He was actually kind of excited about live eel because he works as a sushi house, but that would have been kind of unfair. Vegan versus sushi house. So, you guys see the dish? Yeah. Okay, so what we have is house-made duck ham with a spiced carrot puree, pickled blueberries, pickled husk cherries, pickled onions, pickled chilies, and then mustard leaves and mustard seeds. So the idea, whenever we're approaching a wine dinner, we taste the wines and pick a few flavors in the wine, and then we either try to, not that I'm giving any hints here, but play off those flavors and complement them, or play against those flavors and contrast them. So what I wanted to do was create a dish that has a lot of strong flavors in it, but still comes together harmoniously. So this dish has smoke and spice and acid and sweet and texture and all kinds of stuff going on, but it still comes together. So you have a lot of options, and if you wanted to eat around the hand, you could probably even find a way to do that if you wanted to. But enjoy, guys.
Thank you, Nick. So, competitors, while you try these dishes, check them out. Okay. Simmer down. Simmer down. You two. Quiet the peanut butter. All right. So, we also allowed our 2 competitors to bring 1 homemade ingredient. They had no idea what they were working with today, so I gave them a little bit of an advantage. So they can bring 1 thing, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Competitors, you guys got a good idea of what you got to work with here? Maybe. They're giving me looks. All right, guys. You'll have 15 minutes to come up with a cocktail. If you need to make a syrup, I don't know why we've got the Real herbs here, but if you want to do something else, we've got a burner and we got a pot underneath Hannah down there. Now the judge, just so the crowd knows, these guys have to use George Dickel and they have to use Real syrups. Everything else is fair game. They can use as many or as few of these ingredients that are up here. Competitors, when you tell me you're ready, we're going to start your clock. All right? What are you guys thinking? Maybe. Hannah's looking panicked. It's a lot of fun here. Anger? That could be anger. I've seen that look from her before. I don't know. That was that anger? Yeah, that's true. It's not quite anger. All right, let you guys know. Chef over here was mentioning a good dish is going to have balance. It's going to have sweetness. It's going to have acid. It's going to have salt. It's going to have bitterness to it. So's a good cocktail. So we have everything up here where they can do all of that stuff. We have vermouths. We have amaros. We've got some liqueurs up here. Some things you might recognize, some things you might not. So we'll go through and tell you about what we have in front of them throughout the competition. So I tell you what, guys, you've got about 1 more minute and then we're going to get this thing started. All right? Yes? No? Maybe? 1 minute until we start this clock here.
Down the wire.
I think they both grabbed what they're going to start with. I'm going to look at our judges down here. You got the clock ready to go? All right, guys, your 15 minutes is going to start right now. All right, guys, be sure to cheer them on as they work. Make them feel like they're at home behind their bars, getting yelled at. Multiple different drinks being screamed at them at once. I don't know if many of y'all have bartended or many of y'all have been behind the bar. I can't tell you how it is just a mass of humanity screaming at you most nights. And you just kind of hear, vodka, whiskey,